Hey all you PIs out there, this is your host Silent Evil with OMHPI. How are you guys doing tonight? And for all those who don't know what PI is, it's not private investigator, it's all you paranormal investigators out there. I'm really hoping that tonight you guys are having the best of luck with any of your investigations that you're doing out there. And if you're not, I wish you the best of luck and Godspeed. So, I want to talk about something that a lot of people don't really talk about and that the scientific community can't really understand just yet. So, where does science and the paranormal collide? Where do they compare? Well, the thing is that this one particular subject seems more like a taboo to people. And what I mean by that is, a lot of people just don't want to talk about it because they're embarrassed. Most people don't want to talk about the paranormal in general because, one, they think they sound crazy. Two, it probably is crazy. No joke. Okay, if you walked up to some random person and go, hey, I saw a book go flying across my face, and they're just going to look like, what? So anyways, this certain disorder that they call it, there are many, many legends, okay? Folklores, myths, everything under the book for this. Have you guys ever heard of the myth of the old hag that comes and sits on your chest at night? No? Well, how about the demon that comes at night to tries to steal your soul and you feel a heavy weight on your chest, but before he takes your soul you wake up? No? Still nothing? Okay, so have you ever woke up but somehow you think you're still asleep, but you feel a presence in your room, but you can't see it? You're almost certain of what it is. You're terrified. You have absolutely no movement at all. You can't even scream. Sound familiar? I think I'm getting a connection here. Well, if you haven't already guessed what I'm talking about sleep paralysis. I'm going to tell you right now, be honest with you, I haven't more than once. Everybody in this world has experienced sleep paralysis at least once in their lifetime. No joke. And a lot of people, they don't talk about it. They'll just go, oh, it was just a nightmare. When actually, it's not a nightmare. It's something that's a real thing. And it is absolutely terrifying. Now, for those of you who don't actually know what sleep paralysis is, okay, I'm gonna break it down into little bitty bits here. I'm not gonna go into some big medical terminology and everything and try to be all scientific here. Now, sleep paralysis is basically when you're going to sleep, your body enters a state of REM sleep, all right, and all it is it just doesn't. You just can't go to sleep, but you're asleep and you're awake. When you experience it, you experience it. It's hard to explain, but basically, your brain puts your body in a state of paralysis while in REM sleep. Now, this helps protect you from acting out in your dreams. So, those of you out there that have some really crazy dreams, that act out your nightmares, thank God for sleep paralysis, and you know it. But anyways, that would probably be the most funny thing about sleep paralysis. Now, I have experienced sleep paralysis more than once, several times. And actually, I just finished watching a documentary called The Nightmare. If you guys haven't watched The Nightmare yet, I would definitely recommend it for anybody who has experienced sleep paralysis and actually thinks, oh my gosh, this might be a good scary flick. Now, here's the thing. Is it a horror movie? It's in the horror genre, but it's more of a documentary. It documents 6 people undergoing treatment or their experiences about sleep paralysis. And their stories are each different. It's absolutely, okay, listen, it's absolutely amazing. There were things, like 90% of that movie I agreed with. I was like, Throughout the movie, and I'm sitting there with my wife, and I'm just going, that's me, Thinking, man, that whole movie just explained almost nearly everything. So basically, that's what sleep paralysis is. It's just basically a state where your body is paralyzed and you're in REM sleep. Now, it's a course between where you're asleep and you're awake. Is it, everybody experiences differently what sleep paralysis is. Now, the feelings you get, now I'm going to be very honest with you guys, the feelings you get, you're kind of like, oh, it's kind of freaky stuff, all right? I'm just going to say it is completely freaky stuff, all right? It's kind of like if you wake up dead. Now, I know that's kind of redundant. How do you wake up dead? You can't wake up dead, right? Once you're dead, you're dead. You don't see yourself, right? Well, I guess there's been cases where, well, they've been, where a person has died. They're getting ready to go to the afterlife. The next thing you know, they see their body, they astral project, boom, and then they come right back down. Okay, a near-death experience. I was trying to think of it there. So now, a lot of the times that you think you wake up dead. Okay, you have this dead feeling. You're just there. You're kind of like, you can't move, you can't do anything, you can't even turn your head, and if you do turn your head, you're just kind of like this. And you can't even scream. So basically you're like, and you're really, really trying to scream. You can't. You feel a huge pressure on your chest. Another thing that you guys experience is that, it happens either when you're falling asleep or when you're waking up. For me, it's been when I'm falling asleep. Now, most people, it's going to be falling asleep. If it's been for you, that's when you're waking up. Hey, let me know, all right? This is a terrifying situation to where, you're exhausted. Now, most of the time when sleep paralysis happens is when you are truly, truly exhausted, okay? When you are absolutely exhausted, you haven't slept in days. If you guys have ever experienced micro-napping, because I have, and that is terrifying. When I was up at my job, I was just doing my thing. I was working real hard. Next thing you know, blackout. And then it was just like, I'm just like, whoa, what? What just happened? Did I just skip time or something? Nope. Micro-napping. That's a very, very bad thing, and I hope none of you out there are actually micro-napping. Now, when you're falling asleep and you're experiencing sleep paralysis, now, the body has trouble making transitions between falling asleep or waking up. Now, if it happens when you're falling asleep, it's called hypoagogic sleep paralysis. Now, if it's happening while you're awake, it's called hypnopompic. Now, why it happens during these stages is still unclear in the scientific community, but hey, you know what? I'm hoping that somebody gets off their ass and starts checking it out, because I don't want to pop pills because I have sleep paralysis. Hell no. Now, one thing, guys, is that it also can it involves hallucinations. Okay, some really big hallucinations, and I'm going to be quite honest with you guys, and I think this is the most common thing a lot of people who experience sleep paralysis has. So think of it as a dream, for those of you who can't distinguish, okay? You're seeing something that's not there, okay? So, for example, I'm sleeping in my bed, and when I'm sleeping, I'm awake, okay? You got that dead feeling. Now, I'm laying on my side here, I'm just like, and then I wake up. I'm like, uh-oh. I can't move, I can't do anything. Or you can move, but you don't want to. There's a difference, okay? There's one, okay, I've kind of experienced different types of paralysis, okay? Now everybody can just say, some people can say, no, there's only one type of paralysis where your body doesn't move. But we all know that everybody experiences different effects, if you will. One is where you can move, but you're paralyzed with fear. You're still paralyzed, right? But I'm going to try and differentiate the two. You're still paralyzed with fear that something is there. You cannot see it, but you know it's there. Now, some people say it's aliens. I don't know for sure. I have had that feeling where I thought something is in the room multiple times. I've had it to where in the doorway, something is standing there. I have also thought something was outside my windows. Now, what is outside the windows? I can't tell. I can't see it. I can feel it. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, talking about this gives me goosebumps because it happens more than once to me. It hasn't happened recently, thank you, but it has. So, I'm going to be honest with you guys. It's terrifying. Sleep paralysis is terrifying. Now, the thing with sleep paralysis is that your mind can play tricks on you, making you think that something is there. But it is up to you to decide if anything was really there. Now, that's where the investigation comes in, all right, guys? If you think something is really there, and I mean truly there, check it out, okay? I don't care what the movie says. I don't care what, if there's rules to go by. Guys, if you're curious, all right, I guess YOLO, right? Ha ha! No, check it out, all right? Do an investigative scene. Check it out. See if something was actually there. You don't know. For all we know, there could have been an alien outside my window. There could have been a dark figure standing in my doorway. How am I going to know? I go and look. Albeit I look in the daytime. I don't just go and grab my flashlight in the darkness and go, hey, let me just go walk and find out what's going on. No, I don't do that. Not at all. So that's I think the scariest thing is that you think there is something in there. You can't see it, but you know something's there. Now, a lot of people and a lot of experts say in the paranormal say that when you're asleep, you're more attuned to the spirit world. Yes, I've experienced a lot of different things at night when I'm asleep. I've experienced a lot of different things. When you're in dreaming, you sense things, you can get information. It's up to you to remember it. But, now, another thing, I want to get to on this is how to wake up. And waking up is something is hard. A lot of people have said that, hey, if I wiggle my fingers, I'm waking up. I'm going to wiggle my toes. I'm going to smile a bit. I'm going to do whatever I can to actually wake up. Now, sorry for the camera right there, guys. But thing is, it's a natural occurrence, and you're going to wake up whenever you can wake up. Your muscle movements are in your mind. Are you actually moving your muscles? Maybe, maybe not. You can't move, remember? So you're paralyzed. But how are you moving your feet? Is it in your mind? Who knows? So just remember, guys, that there's a lot of things to take in and whatnot with the sleep paralysis. I'm going to tell you, it's a very, very, very scary experience. You really think something's out to get you, and you get that feeling of fight or flight, and most of the time it's a flight instinct. Like I said, most of it is being sleep deprived. You're exhausted, things like that. It happens more around people that are like that. I guess a tip is get better, longer sleep. All right, that's it. Get a better, longer sleep. Okay, if that means you have to sleep during the day, sleep during the day. But guys, get your sleep no matter what. Sleep is the best thing for you. There's no cure for it, guys. There's absolutely no cure whatsoever. And a lot of people have tried to explain what really is happening. Why does it happen to people? And you know what? It's just one of those natural occurrences. And it's terrifying. Now, here's the thing. Even though, I've kind of explained what sleep paralysis is and what it does in some of my experiences, okay? What I want to talk to you now about is the actual effect it has on you. And a lot of people don't talk about this. Now, some people can go, oh, I've had sleep paralysis. Oh, I woke up, I couldn't move, I do something like that. Now, and some people can actually talk about that, all right? Now, they can go, oh, well, I couldn't move, I couldn't do any of this or anything. Okay. What they're not going to talk about is their paranormal experience. And I do use that term lightly, okay, as what did you feel? What did you see? Having this experience multiple times can have a very big lasting effect on you. It has had a huge effect on me. I can no longer sleep at night without the TV on. Sound familiar? I can no longer sleep in a room unless every door and every window is closed and locked. Am I getting somewhere with you guys? I've had sleep paralysis for so many years that I am terrified that if I go to sleep with the door cracked even this much, I feel that something is peering in, watching me sleep. Now take that in for a little bit. Yeah, that is the lasting effect that a lot of people don't want to talk about. I mean, I feel safer with all the doors closed. And this is not just here in my home. This is anywhere I go. And I do mean anywhere I go. I have to have the doors closed, the TV on with a sleeper timer, so I can think that that TV is still on. It's terrifying, guys. And at first, when I first had sleep paralysis, I didn't know what was going on. I went to the library, I looked everything up. I was like, oh my God, I have a ghost on me, or I have a spirit on me. And I was thinking, oh man, what do I do? Do I do something about it? Well, there's nothing I can do. There's no cure or anything for it. So what do I do? And then later on, I experienced more and more. And then, it happens, guys. And you know what? It's okay to talk about it if you guys want to. I mean, talk to your best friend, talk to your parents, talk to whoever, because, it's not a good thing to keep it bottled in, right? Now, I'm not saying that you guys need to go to a shrink or anything like that, all right? But I will say, guys, that it is a scary experience. And, if you guys ever need to talk about it, Oklahoma's Most Haunted Paranormal Investigations, or OMHPI for you guys. I'm Silent Evil. I'm here for you guys. If you want to talk about it, hey, tell me your experiences down in the comments below here, okay? If you don't want to talk about your experiences on the comments, go to our Facebook, search for Oklahoma's Most Haunted Paranormal Investigation, message me, and I'll message you back. I really respond within minutes of anybody messaging me, so just, hey guys, tell me your experiences. If you need somebody to talk to, I'm here. I'm always here for the paranormal community. I give you guys advice and everything like that. So there's sleep paralysis for you guys, and it's a tough experience, and I'm here for you guys. So I just want to wish all the PIs out there the best of luck on their investigations, and I want to thank you guys for listening for our episode here of Sleep Paralysis, and I will see you guys next time.